We've got something really great because it starts with David Begnaud. It's a story about unconditional love and support and how it lifted a family through a time of grief. So think of this. Earlier this year, 3 young children in Missouri lost their father and their mother just 4 months apart. Their community rallied around them and relatives gave them a new home. Then the family faced a new set of health challenges. Wow. Our lead national correspondent, this is a good part, David Begnaud, went to a St. Louis suburb to meet this amazing, and amazing is a word, blended family.
As much as Gregory Hopp tried, he was unable to outsmart time.
Hold my hand, never let it go.
His song, 369 Loves of Mine, was a tribute to his 3 children. It was written after he was diagnosed with colon cancer and told he had just months to live.
Tell me about that song. I listened to it and I love it.
So 369 is the ages of his kids, so Jane, Max, and Henry.
Yeah.
Henry being the eldest. And he just goes through and describes Heather. Sorry, they're each a love of his and why he loves them. Just a little about them.
What Greg didn't know when he wrote that song was that he and his wife Megan were both running out of time. Krista Lieber is Megan's twin sister.
What happened?
She just died suddenly. She was sitting on the couch with her brother-in-law, and all the kids were playing upstairs. And she just took her last breath and died.
4 months after Greg died from cancer, Megan died due to cardiac arrest. She was just 40 years old. She had an undiagnosed heart condition. Krista was tasked with telling her twin sister's children.
How did they react?
Henry had tears right away. I just told him, you know, we're just going to be a bigger family now, and we're going to be here for you, and I want you to know you're never going to be alone, ever. You're going to be taken care of.
Seemingly overnight, 40-year-old Krista and her 37-year-old husband, Dave, went from 3 children to 6, 1 dog to 2, and they did it all without even hesitating.
Can I have those?
They're just one big gang, you know, the cousin crew.
Everything in this house comes in pairs now. Mm-hmm. The dogs, the twins,
Love that.
Yeah, everybody's
the
bumped
girls,
up.
the boys. Heather.
Henry!
For Henry, who is now 11, the memory of his mom and dad is ever strong.
I used to have like long talks with like Daddy, and we'd like walk and talk.
Everywhere.
We'd just like talk about the future, like what will happen. Like it was nice and calm. And I miss most about Mommy, just watching shows with her, talking to her, like mostly just talking, like the little things. I miss that.
It's been about 4 months since Megan died.
Okay, no toys at the table.
And Henry and his siblings are now easily settling into a life with their aunt, uncle, and cousins. And that's in part because of the community that swarmed in when their world came crashing down.
After Greg died and then after Megan died, there was this village of people, some strangers, right? Mm-hmm. Who came together and said what to you?
How can we help? What can we do?
Some people would do something as small as help with a cat. Other people donated lots of money. There was nothing too small and nothing too big, and it all added together to like be this kind of unified front of stability for the kids.
And because of that support, in the midst of insurmountable grief, there has been joy. The laughter of the children just being kids. Extended family all huddled together around a Thanksgiving table, decorating the Christmas tree, taking the new family Christmas photo.
Brady, can you say 2?
There have been lessons, too, for everyone, like making your health a priority. You see, shortly after Greg died, Dave was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease.
Had you been putting off how you were feeling for a while?
Yeah, I was feeling things and things were happening, and I just chalked it up to stress.
Then came Krista's health shock that she thought was stress.
You started feeling something funny.
I had been feeling palpitations and shortness of breath since either the pandemic or Greg's cancer diagnosis, both the same time. But that's around when I started feeling it. And I thought, like my sister's, is just anxiety.
But after her twin sister died, Krista decided to get her heart checked, just in case.
And what did they tell you?
I have long QT syndrome, which is your heart has an electrical conductivity issue. It can cause sudden death, fainting, seizures. I told Dave, my sister saved my life. You know, I say her death was not in vain. There's a bigger picture here.
And how old are the twins? One.
Everything that this family has been going through reminds them that life is fragile. But with the help of a village and with unwavering love, life marches on because it has to. Because the alarm clock still goes off in the morning, the school bell still rings.
Watch out!
Beyond the grief, the Hop kids have found happiness in this home.
How would you describe the kids now?
I love them. I love them so much. They are really resilient.
They're okay.
They truly are. They're okay.
And no, we may not be able to outsmart time. But maybe it's not about that anyway.
Who's that?
Me. See how it looks like me?
Yeah. What is the takeaway from this story?
Don't wait for tomorrow to come. Be here in this moment.
Rely on the kindness of strangers when it comes. Thank goodness for counseling and the school's involvement and the kindness of these strangers and all the friends and family that have surrounded us and made us feel the love. Because these kids feel it too. We all do.
How much, David, can that family take? The dad died of colon cancer at 37, and then the mom dies of a heart issue.
Suddenly. And then the aunt and uncle discover health
Also,
scares
they're
of their
ill.
own, right? I want you to know that this family is okay. That's the point of the story. They are in a good place. They are in a hopeful place. And they are surrounded by a community of strangers. And well-known folks who have embraced them.
Yeah, I like what she said. It's okay, the kindness of strangers.
Yeah.
Rely on that. And I like what he said, don't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I always struggle with these kind of stories because I always think if you do the right thing, you're kind to people, treat others as you want to be treated, but bad stuff still happens to really good people. Yeah. And we can't explain it. It's just how it is.
You know how Aunt Maya Angelou used to always say,
upsets me.
After every storm cloud, there's a rainbow.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what this family has learned. And I hope that a takeaway for everyone here and everybody watching is that listen to your body.
Yeah.
When something seems a little off, make an appointment.
Yeah.
Go get it checked.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway. That's the public service of this family opening up their heart and their tears for all of us.
And if you see someone that needs help and you can offer help, just give a little.
Do it, man, because it feels good to do it.
Yeah, like the people of the St. Louis area there. Yeah. David Begnaud, thank you very much.
You got it, bro.
Lovely.